I need to keep moving. So I'm gonna move as long as, you know, the Creator allows me to move.
Amen. Amen.
Amen, girl. I'm Diana Hildebrand. I'm originally from Cincinnati, Ohio, but I have a gypsy soul, so I'm pretty much everywhere. Cycling found me at the age of 36. I want to say about 2 years after I retired from playing women's tackle football with the WFA, which is the Women's Football Association. I actually retired from football from several injuries. And during my physical therapy, my PT kept telling me to get on the spin machine to like just stay flexible, get warmed up before it was my session. Moved to Cleveland, Ohio, and I was just looking for something to get into. One day I saw bike lanes. The next day I found myself online looking for a bike. After that I rode 18 miles and that was all she wrote. I am connected to a lot of bike organizations. To start off, I'm connected with, of course, Black Girls Do Bike, Major Taylor Cycling Club, Cleveland. I also claim Cincinnati because it is my hometown. Yay Bikes in Columbus. I'm associated with Bike Pittsburgh, Bike Cleveland, Cincinnati Cycling Club, Trek Bikes, of course, and just any cycling organization or organization that wants me to help out. Cycling has taught me a lot about life. It's taught me that no matter how hard it is to continue pushing, and that no matter what, if you continue pushing, that there's going to be success over that hill, over that horizon. It has taught me to look deeper within myself, and it actually helped me find myself, found my inner strength and my inner peace. I found cycling during like a real strange time, like transitioning from moving away from my family to just becoming a stay-at-home mom. And it became like my mental health. It made me help cope with my mental health. And then from there, I just took it to the next level. I have a lot of cycling goals. One of them is to try to bridge the gap within the cycling community. Make it some more of a unified group, because we all have the same passion and love, and that's having fun on two wheels. After that, I just really want to help the community in forms of transportation, making it fun for everybody. God, there's so much that I can say about that. I have a few taglines. The first one is changing lives 2 wheels at a time, because cycling did change my life. And when I say changing lives 2 wheels at a time, that means for mental health, physical health, anything, as long as you're on 2 wheels, it's going to help you out. It's going to help you grow as a person, emotionally, physically, mentally. And then I also say biking away. That's my favorite because it's fun. It's like biking away. Like, here you go. We're on our way to go. So that's my favorite tagline. I've used that from the start. It just brings me this unspoken joy, and the emotion that comes from it is just, it's real and it's raw, and it just brings out the love and the passion that I have for cycling. I've made a complete career change, and from being in the finance world to just jumping into the world of cycling. I do everything in the cycling world, from teaching about cycling. I am a league cyclist instructor. I'm a spin instructor as well, indoors. I'm an educator. I love teaching people how to ride a bike and how to cycle, teach people how to climb hills. And I just took this big giant leap of faith. One day it just came to me in a dream like this was my calling and this was my purpose. And I gave myself 2 months to get everything together so I can make this transition. And in August of 2019, I just took this big leap of faith and I said I'm gonna go for it. I became a trip coordinator for a bike company in Pittsburgh, went on ahead and took that after I started working for the Cleveland Velodrome. And I said, this is what I'm meant to do. And I followed that dream and I followed that goal. And from there, it has taken me a lot of places. In less than a year, I traveled to 10 states. I cycled with hundreds of people. I know I've changed lives. I've inspired people. I've even helped people like reach their goals and break into the cycling community and find or gain a job within the cycling world. So, yeah. First and foremost, women of color, because I'm a sister. And just to show them that we can ride our bikes for transportation, to do like regular chores or activities, just to get them out there for fitness, like, and just talking to them like they're my sister, like that one-on-one conversation, inspiring them and just encouraging them to keep going. I think that's the most rewarding group I've been with, because it's like that hey sister girl moment, you know, that you go girl, you go sister, I see you. Like those moments right there is so rewarding. And then after that, seeing them continue on after me, that first 5 miles, those first 10 miles, they're like, oh, I can't believe I did this. But then once they're gone from me and I'm on to teaching somebody else and I see them bringing somebody else into the fold to ride with them and they're still doing it years after I rode with them for the first time, that's the most rewarding thing that I have felt, and it really makes my heart whole. It's like, words can't describe the feeling that I get when I see people that I've ridden with become successful when it comes to riding a bike. That's the most rewarding. I've overcome a lot of obstacles when it comes to cycling. When it's emotional, that's when I get my longest miles in, because I'm, you know, trying to unravel the knots that I have. There's a few things. I've had knee surgery, I've had ankle surgery, I have arthritis. I have a few injuries due to playing football, so I do have a plate rod and 7 screws in my ankle, 2 screws in the anchor in my knee. And if I don't keep moving, I get really stiff, and I can feel the yuckiness, as I will call it, as I can describe it, within my ankle and in my knee. So I just try to keep moving as much as possible, as much as I can, so I don't get those ailments that could potentially cause me to want to just stay in the house and not move around and stuff like that. A lot of people, that's the main reason why a lot of people do not move, because of the pain that they encounter, but they don't even realize by moving around and just getting them joints moving and stuff like that, that the kinks and the aches are gonna be there, but they're eventually gonna go away because you're moving your body around. That's one of the things that my physical therapist did tell me. In order for me to stay flexible and to continue to do what I do, I need to keep moving. So I'm gonna move as long as, you know, the Creator allows me to move. Amen, girl. There's a bike for every age. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter if you're 70 years old, there's a tricycle, there's an e-bike, there's something for you. It doesn't matter if you're 20 years old, there's a bike 4U cruiser, hybrid, it doesn't matter. But just stay focused, enjoy it, have fun. But just stick with the positive group. Stick with the people that's going to encourage you to keep going and keep moving. And even those days where you feel like I can't keep going, if that means the distance or going up a hill, just stay with that group. Just stay focused. If you have a goal, stay focused on that goal. Getting out super early in the morning and riding all day. I have a ride that's called Sunday Fun Day where I just get out and I ride all day. And it doesn't matter where I'm at. It doesn't matter what city I'm in. Sunday Fun Day is the day. Sunday Fun Day is almost every day. Monday, Monday, Fun Day Tuesday, Fun Day Saturday. My favorite part is like when I'm riding through a neighborhood and I see people like interacting with their family and they're just enjoying life. Oh, that's the reason why I ride. When I'm on a trail and there's a bird like riding, like flying parallel to me while I'm riding, that's the reason why I ride. So yeah, the perfect day is just any day and any experience that I encounter that makes my heart whole. The reason why I'm so passionate about cycling is because when I first started riding my bike, I was left behind. I was new to a city, did a bike ride. At that time, I didn't know that my bike tires were dry rotted. The bike that I was riding, I didn't know how to change gears. And I was riding on the heavy gears the whole entire time. And I decided to do a bike ride with the group, and I was left behind. I finished that ride by myself, and it hurt my feelings. I cried on that bike ride, and the moment I finished, I told myself I don't ever want to see a woman or a person like that ever again. And from that point on, I was determined to teach people, ride with people. It doesn't matter the distance that we're going. It doesn't matter the speed that we're going. I'm going to be with that person the whole entire time. My favorite thing about Black Girls Do Bike is the true sisterhood. Meeting women who are just as like-minded as me, who love having fun on two wheels, and connecting with women who are into racing and who has a different experience, and just like, instead of just like being the cruising type of people, they're a little bit more adventurous and they want to, you know, take it to the next level and see how far they can go. And I love the women empowerment. I love our national meetups because, yo, they super fun as hell. Dancing, the bike ride, the whole nine. I love being the shero of Black Girls Do Bike Cleveland. I love encouraging women to get out and ride bikes. I love teaching them how to climb hills. I love going and help them out with bike fits. Yeah, that's some of the reasons why I love Black Girls Do Bike. And if I see that somebody is lagging behind, I'm going to be that person to go to the back and encourage them to keep going. Even when they want to quit or give up, I'm going to stay with them the whole entire time. And that was a promise that I made to myself, and I'm going to keep that promise. My pre-ride ritual is I literally go into my den. My den is like my everything. It's my office, it's my bike shop, it's my yoga studio, it's my spin studio, it's my everything. And I turn on my radio, Spotify, and I dance. I dance as I get ready, and I'm like, I'm going to ride my bike. I'm going to ride my bike. I'm going to ride my bike. That's my ritual before a bike ride. Of course, you know, I make sure that I eat 3 eggs. I eat a bowl of oatmeal. I try to get some bacon in there. And yeah, I fill both of my Contigas up with ice, one of them with ice water and the other one just with ice. And it's like this, I have to keep that same thing going, because sometimes when I ride without my Contigas, I feel like I have no energy. If I don't have my 3 eggs, I feel like I don't have any energy. So yeah, that's my riding ritual, and I love it. I listen to house and techno music to keep me going. Sometimes I listen to Whitney Houston. It's just whatever to get me in that mood to just like, that's my riding ritual. Right now, my longest ride today is 111 miles. I did it on summer solstice / Juneteenth. My goal was to ride 155 miles in honor of 155 years of liberation. But I had a few people with me along that ride, and due to daylight and time and stuff like that and other issues, cut it down 44 miles, but started off super early in the morning, and I met people along the way and they rode with me, and yo, that's amazing. I'm gonna do it again soon. But I'm hitting 155. My tip that I can give for people who want to organize bike rides is to know the location where you want to start the ride and the end location where you want to start the ride. Once you figure out those things, then it's going to be easy for you to map out that route. I will highly suggest mapping out the route on Ride with GPS. It'll give you cues, and it'll give you the distance, it'll tell you the elevation. Then make sure you have somebody to help you with sweep, or somebody who's just going to be at the end of the ride just to help out any riders that are going to be lagging behind. Just letting people know what the ride is going to be like, and just as you're riding, encourage people like, good job, yo, y'all having a great time. Like, the big key thing about keeping people engaged in a bike ride is encouragement and staying positive. And when they conquer something that they've never done before, celebrate that moment. You know, that's what cycling is about. Celebrating liberation, having fun on 2 wheels. Sorry. I will highly suggest doing your research. Practice on the distance. Practice with the distance with equipment. So when I say equipment, that includes a rack, a back rack or a front rack, your panniers. If you're gonna ride with a book bag or a fanny pack, start getting your body acclimated to using those things when riding your bike. If you wanna ride with a backpack, start riding around with the backpack. If you wanna have water in that backpack, start putting things in there. Nutrition is key. Like, if you're gonna go on a tour, don't change your nutrition 2 weeks before you go on that tour. Be consistent, because you don't want to bonk out. And sometimes on tours, there's a big distance between seeking help and food and being out there and it's an emergency situation. One thing is to make sure you know where the hospitals is going to be, a safe place is going to be. A lot of the assistance that we have as cyclists when we're touring are closed because of COVID-19. So communicating, making sure that the route is planned out, meaning where you're going to stop in case of an emergency, where you're going to go if you have a breakdown, is there going to be people to assist you? And even, you know, the best thing now because of social media is that you can put it out there like, hey, I'm taking a tour and I'll be in this area, and see if somebody will host you, or, you know, make sure that you have food or whatever you need, you know. The last thing is that make sure you understand your equipment. Make sure you know how to change a flat tire. Make sure you understand if something happened to your chain, how to fix that. Making sure that you know simple first aid skills, like splinting up your finger, or, you know, if you do have a wound, what are you supposed to do with that? Make sure you have a first aid kit. A lot of people go out here on a tour and don't have nothing, and then they got to get, you know, air flighted to a safe spot. So just being aware of your surroundings as well. During these times, I would say don't do it alone. And also purchase a road ID. Road ID does save lives. It has your personal information, your emergency contact information. The cool thing about Road ID is that there's a serial number that can go on there, and you can put your information online, and EMS can pick that information up, and they'll know your next of kin, your insurance information, any allergies or whatever. So just make sure you're prepared full circle before going on a tour, especially in this day and age. You just want to make sure that you're safe.